Was goody. So you're waking up and the first thing you do is you pick up your phone and you scroll because life is great. You can do whatever you want. You're in college or I don't know, it's the weekend or something, right? Whatever. And then you're like, it's been 20 minutes, let me stop scrolling. But then you have to go poop and you're like, ah. And you pick up the phone and then while you're pooping, you're just scrolling on your phone and you keep scrolling. Now, this has happened to me a lot of times in the past, and this is something that's becoming increasingly more common. We are so unmotivated, but we are so stimulated at the same time. You see, I think that is the root cause of this unmotivation, if that's even a word. It's because our brains don't even have time to think, to be bored, to develop normal levels of dopamine. So if we're not constantly stimulated, we feel like we're worthless. We feel like we're doing nothing, basically. I actually think that 99% of our problems could be solved by just not having technology, right? But for 99% of us, we have to use it for work or school or friends, communication. I mean, basically everything at this point. That's what you're literally using to watch this video. But there are some smart things we can do to limit our use. This video isn't about limiting your use of technology and scrolling. It's about how to achieve your goals and kind of get out of this rut that you're in. But in order to do that, you're going to have to do some sort of thing with this scrolling. At least put it off till later. Because the brilliant thing about sleeping is that when you wake up, you're fresh. So if the first thing you do is just insert dopamine in your brain by going on Instagram or YouTube Shorts or whatever, then that's going to be kind of like your baseline, you're set for the day. But if you wake up and do like 20 push-ups or something, you're already starting strong and you're less likely to fall into distractions, any type of distraction. So if we take two people, both of them scroll 2 hours a day, but one of them does it in the morning and the other does it in the afternoon. The guy that does it in the afternoon is more likely to get more productive stuff done earlier in the day because they don't have the distraction. The earlier you distract yourself, the earlier you're out of that space, out of that bubble, out of that mindset of being focused, of having things to do. I know that for a lot of people, they just don't know what they want to do. Like, you have free time, but you don't know what you want to do. The best thing for you, I would say, in my opinion, from my experience, is working on small wins, taking small steps. So if this morning you could literally not even get out of bed because you were just scrolling all day, then try to just get out of bed, go outside for 5 seconds, literally 5 seconds, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make your bed. Like that's your goal for the day, basically. And you work on small wins that are achievable within your range. You're not going to be able to write a 5,000 word essay like from one day to the next, right? So you really want to build this momentum and work on small things at a time. One more thing to kind of push you to stop being so lazy is just God's word, man. In the Bible, it literally says lazy people are doomed for a life of turmoil, or I don't know the exact verse, but lazy people are never going to prosper. They're never going to bear any good fruit in their life. But the man who works hard is a happy man, is a fulfilled man. So yes, it's harder to do harder things, but it makes you feel better in the long run. So if you can only take one thing from this video, my guy, is build on momentum and work on small wins, one thing at a time. It's easy to compare yourself to these people on shorts that are claiming that they made $1 million at 18 and all that. That is just a waste of time. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is the past version of yourself. So take some time to really assess where you're at in your life right now. If you're really at this point that you can't even do anything, that you're just rotting all the time, and figure out the best course of action and just do one little thing every day. And over time, you're going to realize that if you stick to the little small things you're doing every day, you're going to build habits, and that will slowly mold you into a better person. And can I add that reading this in the morning, although I don't do it every single day, the Bible, it's like a source, right? God is our source. We need him. So just a little extra tip, a little extra advice for you there, because if you read it, I'm telling you, that's all the motivation you need. This has more motivational stuff than anything there's online out there, because it's filled up with truth. So hope you took something away from this, dude, and I'll see you tomorrow, little bro. Don't play too much Clash. Come on. Lock in, bro. Lock in.